Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So, if you guys don't know who Nick Fuentes is, you're going to get to know a little bit more about him today. But just in case you weren't aware of who he is, he's a rabid anti-Semite. He hates Israel. That's putting it lightly. And he's also, I guess, a podcaster of sorts, very well known. Many people know him. And it's kind of similar to Candace Owens and what Candace Owens does, right? He just does a similar thing. And last night he was, well, almost killed by an armed killer. And the armed killer made an attempt on Nick's life at his home, which was doxed on X recently. Now, I have quite a few things to say about doxing. I think it is a despicable and disgusting behavior. Nobody should ever be doxed. Doesn't matter who you are, unless you are a child abuser or a P word or an R wordist. I do not believe for 1 second that your private information of where you live and everything else should be plastered all over the internet for the world to see. I think that that is really disgusting and despicable behavior. Doesn't matter if you disagree with the person or not. Do not dox them. Do not put up any of their private information online. And that's what happened to Nick. I think while I disagree with Nick on many things, especially when it comes to Israel, I do not believe for 1 second that his life should be at risk because you have these people that really hate what Nick says in regards to the Jews and Israel. I think it is, yes, it's horrific. It's like, imagine like these people are truly unhinged to put up Nick's personal information online. Why do it? Aside from you wanting to see harm come to Nick, because there are a lot of crazies online. Case in point, a crazy turned up at Nick's house with a pistol, a crossbow, in an incendiary devices. Like he intended to kill Nick, and Nick is not lying about this, by the way. There's actually a police report. And the news is going crazy viral at the moment. So I thought I would have my 2 cents worth about this because I don't believe that any creator online, regardless of your viewpoint or your opinion on things, you're allowed to have a viewpoint online. Doesn't mean that if you have a negative viewpoint that someone else doesn't agree with, you get doxxed. Like that is just taking it way too far because you're going to get stuff like this that's going to happen. The gunman is now dead. Unfortunately, two dogs and several other people. The two dogs are dead, unfortunately, but he ended up breaking in. The gunman ended up breaking into his neighbor's house. So let's get into this, right? According to police, the would-be assassin committed a triple homicide in a southern Illinois early yesterday before he arrived at my doorstep with his pistol drawn, calling my name. I am grateful to God that I am still alive today. Well, do have to say this, Nick, that the Jews and Israel is essentially God's chosen people. Maybe you should read your Bible. But anyway, tragically, the gunman broke into a neighbor's home to evade the police and killed two of their dogs. Yeah. I mean, I feel for the dog owners. Like that is just what a sad situation. And this could have all been avoided if the person that did this, who I believe happened to be a Jew supporter or Israeli supporter, don't know her name, it could have all been avoided if she didn't dox Nick. Well, heartbreaking. It could have been so unimaginably worse. God have mercy. Doxing is not a game. This nihilistic lynch mob behavior must end before anyone else is killed. I will now have to uproot my life and relocate. While I can handle whatever comes to my front door, it is irresponsible to expect my neighbors with young families to share that burden. In the meantime, I'll have to contract 24-hour security to protect myself and my property. Good grief, man. Like, this is just enough. It's just... And Valentina Gomez goes, Nick, why we may differ in some political views, but I'm glad you're okay. We live to fight another day. We are warriors of Christ. God bless you and your family. Stay strapped. And Dom Lucre says, put that, you know what, in the dirt. Matt Wallace goes, Nick Fuentes must be unbanned. from all banking services immediately after this because he actually is. Laura Luma says, glad you're okay. This is out of control. So sorry you had to experience that. And Joey Marinano says, this is nuts. People are losing their minds. Indeed. And here is the police department report, by the way. The Illinois State Police investigate fatal shooting near the 1800 block of Home Avenue. So it seems like Nick was telling the truth. People need to know and believe that people like Nick are telling the truth, because it has been proven in the past that perhaps some of the things that he says may not entirely be accurate. So that happens, right? But still doesn't mean that anyone should be doxxed, anyone should be attacked for a difference of opinion. Anyone that does that is, well, I don't even know how to describe it or explain it on this platform. I'm just glad that Nick is okay. I really am. So that's enough from me, you guys. Take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.